Welcome back to Laptops and Drinks. Woo! As you know, we are on YouTube, Amazon, Apple, and Spotify. So make sure you check us out, okay? Today we have some special guests in the podcast studio. As you know, our Dan is back. Woo! And we have the wonderful Josh who's joined us back. And you know we got the OG in the place. We have Sharon back in the building and me, Shads. So,
well, just also like Davina and Anne Marie aren't here.
Yes.
So, and Rachel, yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel, I know she's missing.
So, everyone's just kind of we're just switching things up a bit just for this episode only. But yeah,
want to surprise you guys. Okay?
Yes.
Keep it on your feet.
Yeah, definitely.
There we go. What is everyone drinking? Dan, I'll start with you. What are you drinking?
As you can see, I'm very boring today. Actually, no, it's not boring. It's healthy. I'm drinking water. It's summer and I'm drinking water.
But it is hot outside. It's like 30 degrees out.
But it is nice. But it's just, you need to sit down in this weather. You can't do anything to sit down. But it is nice. It's good. So today I'm drinking water.
Nice. Josh, that's looking red.
Yes, it is. So I'm drinking Bigger. Shout out to my Jamaicans. but you're funny enough, even on I parked 20 minutes away. And that walk to here, this was needed. I nearly finished the whole bottle, but drinking Bigger. I like the color. You know, brings energy, fun. It's summer, so that's my drink. Kind of. Not like last time.
Do you remember the last time you had a blue drink?
True.
To go with the blue hat.
Yeah. But that's my drink. That's my drink today.
Nice.
Still on the healthy tip.
Oh, did you make that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Green tea and lime.
Very nice.
You're loving the green tea,
I'm loving the green tea. It's really kind of helping me with the taste buds and managing the kind of sweets. I think I'm on day 27 of not eating sweets.
Round of applause.
Thank you. And the green tea is my best friend.
Oh,
my new best friend.
And try it out.
Actually, it's really nice now because it's so hot as well. It's really refreshing. And when you've got it in the fridge, so
Nice. I'm loving the commitment.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Me, I've just got a nice coffee here because girl needs some caffeine. It was ice. The ice is kind of melted now, but it is an iced coffee. And that's it, really. I like coffee and it's hot outside, so I needed it chilled.
Yeah.
No alcohol today.
I know.
I feel like I've been watching a few of the episodes and no one's drinking. Maybe it was once I left. Everyone decided
We've been devastated. We've been devastated.
I know.
That's
but
why.
Also, when you left, you weren't even drinking either. Before.
It's true, but it's because I was doing a challenge.
Yeah. And then since then, are you still drinking? Are you started drinking?
Yeah, I was drinking yesterday.
Turn up.
That's why you're drinking the water today.
Well, I need it. I need it.
Yeah. So, the game. We know.
I love a game.
We know this.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so you can all kind of get involved in this. Okay. No one knows what to do. So I'll tell you what this game is about. You'll hear a mix of real life and hypothetical situations ranging from sweet to suspicious. And it's called red flag or green flag.
Right.
Okay. So after each one that I read out, you can just shout aloud and just tell me whether you think that's a green flag, so it's a good sign, or a red flag, warning sign. Okay?
I wish I knew about this game. I would have bought my flag. Red flag.
Well, you can put your drink up for the red.
Wow.
They ask you, so because obviously the theme is around relationships and we're thinking about what that looks like for the under 40s, of course it's got to be linked to what we're going to be discussing later. So they ask you for your location all the time just to feel close to you. Is it romantic or controlling?
Red flag.
That's a red flag.
It's kind of an orange flag. It's like a pre-warning. Like, oh, where's it going?
A pre-warning that it's going to be a red flag.
Yeah. No, but do you know why? Because of the reason. You said they want your location because they want to feel close to you.
Okay, yeah.
That's a big red flag. Yeah. It's not like they're saying, I'm concerned about your safety or, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Because you want to feel close to me?
Yeah, that's true.
Red flag.
They still hang out with their ex alone, but it's totally platonic. Red flag or mature co-parenting vibes.
Oh, but so there's children?
If there's children involved.
Well, then
Okay, there's no children involved.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Why?
I don't know about red flag. I think exes can hang out with, can become friends. I do believe that can happen, and you can move on past that.
But when you're dating me, that can't. Like, you gotta delete on your phone, delete on socials, delete on everything.
They don't exist anymore.
Wow. I think there's gotta be boundaries, though. Don't you think?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
That
we
was
know.
very strong boundaries.
Yeah,
Any girl who's looking, Josh, hey, boundaries.
yeah, no ex. They post you on their private story, but never on their main feed.
Red flag.
Nah, that's a green.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's a man opinion.
you know
That's
what?
why.
Maybe in the middle.
We
Maybe in
want
the
to
middle.
protect your. Why?
Literally what you said.
No,
Go on.
why?
With the post, sometimes she doesn't want maybe everyone to know that I'm dating so and so, but there's
But
evil
why
there.
does she want everyone to know?
Because there's evil there. I think that you don't want. Don't you think? I feel like it's just giving too much exposure to other.
Just don't post at all.
But if it's on a private, you got selective people.
I don't know about evil eye.
What do you think? It's a thing where they want to hide you from?
No, but I think is you're always posting me in your private story, and your reason is evil. I'm like, I don't know.
So you're both on the
I
fence.
don't
You're
know.
actually opposite sides of the fence of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you think it's a green flag, not even orange. I'm
orange,
green
orange.
colours. Okay, cool. I'm
the
bringing a new
orange
colour.
flag section.
I know. Only you lot would come with the orange, right? It's neither red nor green. Okay. They constantly joke about being the toxic one in relationships. Is that self-aware or low-key a warning sign?
Red flag.
I would say self-aware.
No, because if you know you're toxic, what have you done about it? If you were self-aware, you would
Yeah,
have
but
done
how
something about it.
toxic? You can be a little bit toxic, and there's toxic.
Come like you
toxic.
like a bit of
No,
toxicity.
you can be like toxic, and it's like toxic.
Mental health toxic. What are we talking?
But like, I don't know.
I
Not
mean,
meant to.
what?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. How would you? For someone to keep saying I'm toxic?
Why are you having
Why-
that
why are
label
you-
on yourself?
yeah.
Open
Okay,
as
they
well.
keep. Yeah. Okay.
No, that's a red.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
They send you TikToks that are all about breaking up to make up.
Girl.
Yeah, well, what's
That's a big red flag.
That's a red
Yeah.
flag.
The
Why?
first
Why you said
time,
that?
I'll be like, oh, maybe it's funny, haha. Second time, like, oh, third time, wait,
Why?
what's going on?
I know.
Yeah.
Are they
what's
trying
going
to
on?
like?
Say
Something you
something.
need to
Yeah.
tell me.
I know.
Talk with your chest, innit?
They tell you your friends are a bad influence after meeting them once. Are they being protective or possessive?
Possessive.
I don't know.
They might be being protective though. Me knowing me, I know my friendship group. We're good, but I hear where they're coming from in a way. So
After meeting them once, you know nothing about these people. You met them once,
Yeah.
and then you're
Yeah, but
gonna
first
make-
impressions, you know.
First
Yeah, it's
impressions
a big thing.
First impressions do count, but I think there's context also is important as well. I don't think on the
What,
first.
like if you're drunk and at a bar or out clubbing?
No. What
But
I
I
mean,
knew when I met you, I knew I liked you.
Of
But
course,
then
I'm
next day I was like, I
likeable.
questioned
I'm
that.
likeable. You know, I'm a likable sort of gal. But no, the reason why I said it, if it's just once, you've met someone one time, and you've made. I think I'm the sort of person I could meet your friends once, and I've marked something. You know, when you mark something,
Yeah.
and then if I see a certain thing happen again, then I can be like, okay,
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right,
fair.
but just to give them a fair chance, because I think you can mark them on the first time. You know,
But let me ask you something. Those people you've marked on the first time, how many times have you ever been wrong?
some, not all the time, because I'm quite a good judge of character. But sometimes, and that's why I say context is quite important though, because everybody deals with lots of different things, and you don't know what season that person is in. So do you get what I mean? That person could be in a certain season in their life where they've portrayed in a certain way, and then you see them 2 weeks later, and maybe they've overcome whatever the thing they was dealing with 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but you will. But sometimes it's not. You will know if someone's going through something. No. Sorry, I said that.
This is the first time you've ever met them.
Yeah, but your gut. I mean, yeah.
No, you can tell that that one's a
can-
funny one, or my spirit don't take to that person.
Yeah, you know those people. You're like, But I mean, it depends on how you then approach your partner.
I think you can have that feeling. It's whether you say it to your partner, because I feel like you can have that initial feeling like, okay, I'm gonna watch that person.
But that's what I'm saying. Mark it.
Yeah, you can tell
Don't
your
judge it
partner
there.
that,
Tell them
because then
that.
your partner come back like you met them once.
And now you're saying
Like
they're
we
not
could have
good
been
for
in a
me.
loud club. It's like, did you even speak to them?
That's true. Yeah.
Like they might have
Yeah.
stepped on your foot by accident. Now you don't like them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No.
You don't know.
Okay, they say I love you within the first week of talking.
Yeah, red
flag.
flag. Red flag.
That's too
Oh,
quick.
then more.
You don't have to finish the rest. You
That's
didn't
love bombing. That's called love bombing, people.
I didn't even need to finish. They have no social media at all.
I don't think that's a red flag.
I don't think it's anything. I wouldn't say it's a
Yeah.
green flag. I wouldn't say it's a red flag.
I
don't
know.
know.
I know people with no social media.
You got to ask the question why. Have you got a past that you're?
Wow.
Like
What
witness
you gotta
protection.
remember,
Yeah.
social media is a now thing, right?
It's not for everyone.
But also, someone who's coming closer to 40, we started off with MSN, and then we had Facebook, and then we had Facebook. Some people didn't transition onto the Instagrams, the TikToks.
Yeah.
I only had got TikTok like a year ago. I'm late to, do you get, I mean, even Instagram, it took me years to get Instagram because we didn't come from that kind of generation, although I'm still under 40, but we didn't come from that generation. So I think there's some people not having social media. It's not a weird thing. I know multiple people in my age range who just don't have social media.
I think for our age range, I wouldn't say it's strange because it's actually okay not to have social media,
Yeah,
but it's a bit more like, it is a bit like, you would pose a question why, but I don't think it's a red or.
And they're happier, I think.
But would it be for you though, Josh? Would you be like, if you met someone, you were like, oh, what's your, your social media?
What's your Insta? What's your Snap?
Are you going to be
Snap,
like,
TikTok?
and they
Why?
said, oh no, I'm not on social media.
I've got to ask the questions to why. It just depends on their reasoning, to be
And if
fair.
they say, I just don't like it.
Okay, then I'm asking more questions. Cause
Really?
But you don't like it? Like, how can you just come off? Like I said, it's just
No, if they never had it.
if they never had it, then fair enough. That makes a
Yeah.
lot more sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So what's the bit that worries you? That they had it and came off it, or they've
they're
never
hiding
had
it,
it?
they've got a
Yeah.
secret.
there's nothing wrong
account.
with it. I just got to ask the questions kind of thing. And then sometimes you just want to just go off the grid. Because I know some people that I know, they just want to go off the grid. They want to be low key. They don't really want people to be tracking what they're doing from time to time. So I
And social
understand.
media can be toxic as well, you know.
Yeah, it
people
can
need
be.
a break. You know, have you seen people
It's
just have
addictive,
social,
man.
they have social media
Yeah, it can
breaks.
be.
Yeah.
Can be.
Okay, the last one. They make major life decisions without consulting you, even when it affects the relationship.
A red flag.
Red flag.
A red flag. Communication is always key, man. You gotta keep the communication there. So that's a red flag.
There you
Definitely
go.
is.
We all agree with that.
Well,
Yes.
it gives you real insight into how people think
I
about
know,
relationships,
it's-
right?
It's really interesting.
Yeah, there's some things that Josh was just like,
When
no,
he said, if that's my guy,
no ex.
Yep. Can't run.
Dan, over to you.
Well, that game was a good lead on to the topic of conversation today. So a few weeks ago, I think it's maybe months ago now. We did the dating over 40s questionnaire. We sent it out to our listeners and we got some good responses back. So we thought, let's bring it back and do dating under 40s.
Yeah.
So I have a few questions which I'm going to read out. I want to go your guys' thoughts and I'll read out some of the responses.
Nice.
So we did have a mixture of age groups, but it's mainly between 24 and 29 that we had.
Okay.
We had no one between 18 and 23.
Yeah, because they should be in their books.
Yeah.
But yeah, mainly between 24 and 25. And it was a mixture of female and male, which is really great.
Oh, nice.
So the first question was, when thinking about your dating experiences, what factors do you take into consideration when choosing to date someone? Josh?
Factors. What I would say to that one is, have they got good communication skills? Because I feel like in any relationship, communication is key. That's one of them. Are they easy to talk to? They're not closed off. They're not reserved. With me, I'm quite bubbly, energetic. So that's going to be definitely one key as well. What others is there? Can they? No, actually.
When you see the it's a deep one. Can they?
No, I think that can I bring this person to my family, like my parents, kind of thing. And if I don't see that, because if my mom don't like you, then
Really? Yeah, is that, what
it's-
do you call it? Is that, what's the word? When it's like,
there is a word for it.
when your family don't like you, is it a, not a no-go?
But would it be a done deal for you?
Yeah.
If you, sorry, I know this is not part of the question.
Yeah.
Well, no,
But,
so
if,
it's- yeah.
but if you was to meet somebody and they had a lot of characteristics that you liked or qualities that you liked, and then you brought them home to your parents and they was like, my spirit don't take to her, what happens next? Do you then
Wait,
just...
do you know it's because my dad, he's a minister, so it's gonna be a lot of fasting and praying kind of thing.
I hear
but
that.
obviously, I ask the questions to why, like, what do you see that I'm not seeing? And I'm always gonna listen to my parents because they've done it. And the way I see my parents' relationship, I kind of want that to, I kind of want to do the same thing kind of thing. So I'm definitely going to hear his word, but at the same time, I'm always going to make that decision kind of thing. So it's not like it's a no-go, but
you want to explore that a bit more,
exactly.
of why they have that feeling.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about this actually around family, where we asked you a question.
If the family don't like.
If the family don't like you, would you
still date the person?
Yeah. And I think I remember you saying that you would still hang in there, didn't you? And we were like,
I said it, but I think I just said that. But on reflection, after we recorded that episode, I think it's too much stress.
It is.
I think I would until I couldn't. Like, if their family's making it like every time I go around, everyone ignores me. Like, if they just don't like me, but it's like, oh, I see you maybe once every 3 months. That's it. But I think
it's hard to be around people you don't like. Yeah.
No, but they don't like.
They don't like. You like them. They don't.
Because I've got no problem.
No, but it'll be just the energy every time you walk in, or you don't get invited to some things. And
it'll, I think you can initially be in it, but it'll build up. Yeah.
You see them once a year, like his birthday party. Yeah. Okay.
What about you, Dan?
This is a good question. You know what? As you were speaking, I was like, oh, God, I've got to start thinking.
Yeah.
I think a lot the same. I would say communication. I would say same factors. I would say stability. That can be in your situation as a whole. Like, you're a stable person. You're not, like, everywhere. I would say family is really important. Like, your relationship with your family as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to think. It's hard because I really should know this because I'm single at the moment, so I really should have this in the back of my mind. But like, what is it? Emotionally stable. You need to have emotional maturity. That is very, very like, you need to be able to know how to handle your emotions and handle mine too. Well, you need to be able to. That is like, I think that's one of the top things. That's really, really important because a lot of people are unstable.
Well, when we done the older than 41, I recall that some of the answers were in regards to looks, and you guys didn't say that, which is really interesting.
You know what it is? That's a given.
Yeah.
Before I can even get onto the factors.
Oh, is it?
That's what it is. Height and looks is even, like, for me to get through the door, that has to be correct. And then we can talk about factors.
Yeah.
Okay, because a lot of people would say the things like, in the oldest, when we asked them to reflect when they were younger, they was talking about, there was a lot of people saying, does he have money? Does he drive a car? And does he look good? Or does she look good?
I'll try and be polite. But I can read some of the responses that we got. They're quite mixed, which is good. So one said her walk with God, if we could be equally yoked, their cultural background and morals. Someone said their personality and looks, race, employment, family orientated. A lot of people said about family, finances, appearance, personality, life goals, finances. Yeah, it's more. It's a lot about finances. It is very religion, connectivity. Like, but finances came up a lot. Earns his own money and can afford to do things with me. So,
What about? So that we've had conversations quite a lot, but I guess we're all, because predominantly we're all females, but from a male perspective, what's your thoughts about women earning money?
Like, I've got a question after this.
Well, no, because it's interesting because we've all talked about actually what the man needs to earn, but actually, what's your thoughts about like the finances for a woman?
Does that matter to you?
Did you hear Dan? Like, think about your answer.
Think about your answer. I'm in it now. I think for women, because as a guy, you're just meant to obviously lead, financially be there as well, be financially stable. For women, it's like, because you probably hear the same questions. What does the women, like, what do you bring to the table kind of thing? My thing would be, can she, let me not say that one. Let me not say that one. Let me not say that one.
Say it, Josh.
I don't want to be cancelled.
This is a safe space.
But in terms of, eventually, like.
I hope he wasn't going to say, can she cook and clean?
No,
because he can.
Okay. I'm
not going to say that.
Sure.
No, but like, can she make the house a home kind of thing? Obviously, when we eventually have kids, is she able to be a mum? Those type of those things there.
Like nurturing qualities.
Nurturing qualities. I need to see it from there, because when it comes to financial side, yes, it's definitely it's always better when there's two involved. But ideally, I would like it that I take care of like the finances kind of thing.
So it's not a deal breaker for you. So if you
So-
met someone and
hold on, no.
if you met someone and
On
they're not
universal
working,
on universal credit.
but they've got all of the other things that you said.
On universal
But
credit.
when you ask them, hey, how long have you not been working? And it's like, 5, 6, 7, 8 years that they've been.
Yeah, go
What's
on.
your
That's what I
thought?
wanna know.
Yeah,
universal
Are
credit.
you still feeling? Yeah, I want to.
There's nothing wrong with
No.
I'm not coming for people on universal credit, by the way. Disclaimer.
Yeah,
I hear
and it could be health reasons, but are you still happy with the I want to provide?
You got to ask the question. So why have you not been working so long? Obviously, if it's just depending on their circumstances, there might be a reason as to why they're unable to, get a job or whatever. I'm not gonna dwell on it too much, but it kind of gives me an understanding to what type of women you are.
But what would be your bottom line where you're like, nah, that doesn't work for me? What kind of answer would you hear that you think?
If she's got no zeal, no goals, no aspirations, no nothing, then it's like no ambition. Like,
but she's nurturing.
yeah, but that can get you so far. I can only get you so far. I think the finances need to be. You don't have to be earning crazy amount, but just be stable, kind of thing. I'm not looking. I think just for women different. They think differently. That guy needs to be financially stable, things like that. But for me, that's not going to be the main things I'm going to be looking at.
Okay.
Yeah.
But and I put this to both of you. What if your proposed partner has got lots of CCJs, doing the work around clearing them?
Yeah.
But talks a good talk about what they want in the future.
Well,
So they're not there now. They're not there now because they're clearing a lot of debt.
But they're focused on the goal of clearing it.
Yeah.
And they've got a plan.
If they got a plan, then that's good. You just make sure you clear that before the wedding, because your debts is my debts, kind of thing.
That's true.
But no, as long as she's got a plan, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm always gonna assist and help out where I can in other areas. Obviously, I'm not going to be your bank, but there's obviously going to be ways I'm going to support you, you're going to support me, vice versa. So, yeah.
Because I'm interested, because I wonder whether the conversations around finances are more openly explored with your generation compared to ours.
I don't think
No?
it is.
I don't think
not at
people
all.
do they?
No.
Which is an important
So
factor.
what are you lot
a
not
very
learning
important
then?
factor.
Do you know what it is? Like, I think for any generation, having a conversation about money is just, I don't want to say the word's awkward, but it's just.
No one talks about it.
No one talks
especially in the
about
early
it.
days of getting to know someone, dating.
They're just things you can tell if a person has certain things. You just tell.
No, but people put on a facade, don't they?
They do. You can tell the facade.
So you have people who will display themselves a certain way in the beginning, and it's not sustainable.
True.
Or you see like the whole thing about when people are dating, for example, and they'll go on their first date. And this is a question I wanted to ask you about. Anyway, and they go on their first date, they spend X amount of money on dating. So the money that is spent on the dating process. And then once you get to a point of actually you guys are thinking about being more serious, the thought process of spending 300 quid every time you go out on a date and what that looks like to the finances doesn't look so appealing. Like, for me, if I was to go out with someone and they spent a lot of money all the time, that's a red flag to me. If unless your pocket's tall like that, do you get what I mean? Because then I would look at if we was in a relationship or if we was to get married, how do you manage finances?
That's true.
And that's what I'm looking at. Are you going to be the one who's going to have us in debt? Are you going to be the one who's going to have us homeless? Because we're not. Well, that wouldn't happen because I wouldn't allow that. But the point that I'm making. So, in regards to kind of finances and having that conversation, let's talk a little bit about in regards to dating. And what. We talked a few episodes back about a lot of men these days want to be kind of princesses.
Oh.
No.
What's your view on that first? In regards to the men wanting a soft life these days.
A soft life?
Well, I feel like some of the roles, like, and I'm not saying, in the gender roles, but there's some men these days.
They think they're the prize.
They think they're the prize.
Do you know what? I was having this conversation with my boy the other day. And it was a thing where, what he was like, I'm tired of chasing women. You should be chasing me because no, respectfully, because what I'm bringing to the table. I think it's a thing where.
This is the second time we heard about this table.
Yeah, but also, but let him talk. It's interesting to understand what his experience is as to why he's got to that point.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think just knowing, as a man, knowing your self-worth. So if it's a thing where you're chasing a woman and she's not giving anything in return, and it's like, as a man, you just got to keep on chasing.
Yeah, but
No,
carry
on.
Keep going.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. It's like we know our self-worth. We know what I know what I'm capable of. So it's a thing where you kind of got to meet me halfway. You got to show me what you can bring as well. Yeah,
I agree with that. Meeting halfway. I think with men, it's not personal to you, sorry. But with men, it's like they do the chase. The woman is like blatantly like is not showing any interest, but it's like they ignore that sign and they blame the woman for why they're chased. But it's like you should have just seen the sign and stopped. Like, and then you wouldn't because women will show no interest, and then the men feel, they're playing hard to get. No, they just don't want you.
Yeah.
Look,
Read the room, right?
Yeah, just read the room, and they're saying all the chasing. But I would say, in terms of men of the prize, not that I agree with it, but I get why they think that, because just in terms, like, if I speak about, like, well, one of the questions in there was about race and things like that, and just I only typically, well, not typically, I only date black men, and just compare the ratio to black men to black women. There's way more there's way more black women out there. Yeah. Like good black women out there than there is good black men. So men will feel like the prize because there's not many of you.
They've got lots to choose
and there's
from,
loads.
Right?
There's so many options. So it's like you would feel like you have like 5 10 options. We have like maybe one, well, maybe 1.5.
Nah,
half sometimes.
I feel like women have a lot of options.
You think so?
Yes.
Yes.
Good options.
Yeah, I'm talking about good options.
Oh, good options.
Yeah, good options. I'm talking about
Good options that it's got all the values.
I'm in that option. I'm in that category, 100%. So
no, you might be, but
you might be one.
You? Yeah,
you might be the one that Dan's talking about.
Yeah, but then going back to what you said about how, when it comes to men are trying to chase you and you're not really giving them the time of day, that man might be that in that category where they're actually good. They're actually, they want something long term kind of thing, but then you're not really giving him the time of day.
No, but just because it's a good man doesn't mean that's a good man for me.
True. But what about pursuing? So when we was talking about the same conversation in regards to we talked about kind of women approaching men more nowadays, and I was saying back in the day women didn't really approach men; it was men that approached women. What happens now? What happens now within your guys' generation?
What happens now? I feel like it's mostly the men that will approach the women. It's only, I don't mind, even for me, just putting it out there, I don't mind if
you gotta look that camera.
Yeah,
Look at the camera. Tell the ladies.
But yeah, I don't mind if a woman, approaches me first, because it shows that you're interested. And then that first initial point where they've shown interest, now it's like in my head is, they find me attractive. Let me see what she's like. Let me get to know her. What if you don't find
them attractive?
If I don't find her, then respectfully, I'm just gonna have to as a friend.
What would you say?
What'd I say?
Yeah.
Oh, you're putting me in the spot now, innit?
Would you talk to her? Would you tell her that? Would you tell her that, or would you let her do the chasing?
Would you still give her a number and you're not interested?
Yeah.
Just to get out of a sticky situation to not look bad.
Do you know what it is? I'll keep it as friendly as possible I'm just hoping that she understands.
By calling her bruv.
But isn't that the same scenario that you were just talking about your friend, guys chasing and sometimes not reading the room? Maybe because actually no one's being explicit around the fact that neither one is interested.
That's true. I feel like it's just not hurting the person's feelings.
Yeah. And I think that's all generations. I don't think as you get older, maybe as you get older, you get more kind of confident to be able to say, no, look, forget it, I'm not interested. And it's something you learn to say. I don't know.
But you know what it is? People are so scary. You tell people these things and they get so angry. Sometimes you have to just break it down gently. You have to be really nice. 'Cause you can just tell. I'm in situations where I'm like, no. and people look like they want to fight you. So you got to just pretend.
Yeah.
And like I just think, and men as well these days, how they approach you. I think you guys have forgot how to talk to women. It's just like I was out yesterday and literally standing there. Some guy just came and put his phone in my face. And I was like, first of all, it was the iPhone was still the button. So, I don't know where we are going with that. That's first of all. But it's just like, no words. I'm just like, and then even like, oh, these are real life examples, guys. Because like, I went out yesterday. So even went out yesterday. So like, do you know what negging is?
No.
I'm hoping it's a good right word I can use on the podcast. But yeah, it's basically when like men are mean to women to try and get them to talk to them. Like, you know, like in nurseries, like they're mean to you because they like you. Like my friend had a situation where it's like the guy was being so mean to her. Like it was just kept going on and she kept walking away and then when they were leaving, I was like, yeah, what's your number? And she was like, you know, you've been rude this whole entire day. He was like, yeah, but I thought you wanted to argue. No, I was just responding back to your questions.
No,
but it's just like they just don't know how to talk. Like it's really sad. It's very sad.
Well, let's hear what the other questions
You went off track there, but
you did. Okay, so that was that question. The next question is: have you been in a relationship which lasted consistently over 2.5 years that ended, and what do you think went wrong in previous relationships? So I'll just read out some of the responses. So a lot of it was about lack of communication. One thing, I think I chose to be with someone I wasn't equally yoked with, so we had lots of disagreements about small things. I also think I was still growing within the relationship, so I may not have placed it as a priority in my life, which made my partner feel unappreciated.
Good reflection.
Yeah. A lot of communication, not trustworthy. Someone just said him. Someone said ignoring red flags from the start, which I think is a big thing.
Yeah.
He was a liar and a cheater, so fair. And a lot about lack of communication, which again, I think is one of those factors that from the previous question, I think it needs to be top. You need to be able to, I think even speak with someone, but you need to be able to communicate by yourself just before you even get into a relationship and try to speak to someone else.
But then about comprehension as well, because you can communicate with someone, but if they don't understand, they don't understand.
Yeah.
Can they comprehend? But funny enough, that was very similar to the oldest as well in regards to communication. Some was cheating. Some was actually physical abuse. Some people said.
Yeah, I got there was one.
Wow. Oh, is there? Yeah, some people said physical abuse, cheating, lack of communication. Were kind of the big factors from the older 40s.
See, I mean, for those two questions, it just shows you that people want similar things, regardless of what age you are and what experience you are and what your level of maturity. You want someone who you can communicate with to be respected. So it doesn't matter.
It's surprising how similar the
But I would say this next question is maybe where the differences might come. So this question is, what are your thoughts on the current dating scene in 2025? Which gender do you think takes the lead on dating, and has things changed, or do you think things remain the same? So there was a few long answers, but I'll try and summarize. But someone said men still take the lead in relationships, but some men are lacking leading skills nowadays.
Wow.
It is the ghetto! Exclamation mark.
I'm sure we heard that. The ghetto.
I'm recently single and I haven't started dating myself, but from what my friends tell me, the men are not menning anymore. I think the dynamics of relationships are changing as women are out earning men, and we're starting to realize that they're not the prize anymore. Someone said online dating is the most convenient way to meet someone with a busy life that we lead. However, I feel that people are always looking for the next best thing. I don't want to put time into just getting to know that person. I feel social media plays a part in how relationships are nowadays. People are always comparing what they say online to what I have in real life. I feel women are more comfortable taking a bit more of a lead now, whether this be around on the first date or messaging a guy first. Someone said dating in 2025 is dangerous. Someone said just focus on yourself. I don't think many are looking to date and find a life partner. Social media doesn't help dating. Men are not natural leaders anymore. Someone just said shit.
But you know, it's interesting, like, to hear that, because I was speaking to someone the other day where she was talking about that actually your age group, that women, they're not getting pregnant in the same way as they probably were before.
Yeah, true.
Because actually their priorities are focusing on themselves, getting their life in order, career sorted out. So which would mean that actually if all of that's happening, you want to meet someone who's going to be able to kind of meet you at the table with that. If you're doing all of that work at the beginning.
I think I've said in previous episodes where it's just like, I guess when we're younger, when we're like working towards stuff, but at this age, if you're looking for someone, you don't want to necessarily be, you want to build that person, but you don't want to be dragging someone up with you. You want to be someone that's, like say, equally yoked and is matching you. And then you can build from there. But I think that's the problem.
But I think also people are getting more comfortable being on their own, and it's okay to say that. Whereas, as before, people are like, oh, you're not in a relationship. Well, at our age, you'll be like, you're not in a relationship. Why? What's wrong with you? Whereas now, if someone just says they're single, you just move on.
Yes.
But you know what I have heard though, which is, I agree with what you're saying, but I've also heard about people who are in their like late 20s or 30s who are single, and especially women worried about their biological clock. Yeah. So they're worried about having children. Some may only be 30. As soon as they hit 30 knocks on the door, they start getting worried. Oh, do you know what I mean? When as the years go up, they get more concerned that they haven't had kids.
But where does that come from? I mean, that's a narrative, isn't it? That you have to have kids by a certain age, and if you're not, you're considered. Yeah, I guess that's because they call like, what is it? Over 35 is a geriatric pregnancy. Yeah. So I think but actually there's more women having pregnancies,
and I think it's all of that. It just makes you scared, and as well, I think. Well,
it's the media again, right?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make the assumption. A lot of women in my generation, it's like we have this idea of like, oh, we'll go to uni, find a husband, be married by 25. 25 comes and like, wait, I'm not even an adult yet. Well, I mean, but I'm not. But it's just like, no, I think, and it's like realization where it's like, okay, no, like we actually can take our time. We don't need to rush into these things. We can actually focus on ourselves. And I think a lot of people will be, well, they might not even get married because a lot of people, if you can do it by yourself.
A lot of people are not getting married.
And you don't have to have a man that's going to drag you down and upset you every day.
But also the difference is that a lot of like your generation are looking at your parents and seeing those relationships that have been, been modeled to you. And, you're thinking about, well, if that is something that you want, when do I want it? Do I want to start earlier, or do I want to live my life a little bit more and then eventually do some of that, really? So it's kind of understandable. But I do notice that actually you're seeing more and more women and I don't know about guys, but feeling more comfortable being on their own and taking solo trips and just living their life. And you're seeing more and more guys do guys things. Like, you go on social media and they're going on their boys trips. It's happening a lot more now.
Yeah, everyone's just separating. Yeah. This is not looking good for us. No one's coming together. No one's coming together. We're getting further and further apart.
It's true, right?
Yeah, man. Because I think guys, just going back to what you said earlier in relation to, I think for guys, it's a financial clock. So we want to make sure we're stable before even, trying to take someone seriously. Yeah. But at the same time, you kind of want to balance it out, because if you keep on chasing the bag, and as humans we can be greedy at times. So you might get to that level and you're like, no, it's not enough, and keep going. You're like 35 or 40 and you're still single doing the same thing. So
and that's true. I didn't think about that, but there is more from when I look at different stuff, because I'm always snooping around on social media, but there's more men who are around their 40 who don't have children, who will say that they want relationships, but they've been so focused, like career focused, and they've reached 40 and they're like, oh yeah, I want kids now.
Because it's not like, I wonder how much of it is of a conversation, because when I was growing up, the questions that you'd be asking guys is like, whether they had children and how many children did they have and how many baby mothers did they have.
People ask those questions.
They probably ask, but I don't get a sense like it's as frequent or popular, or it's the same in the way it was when I was kind of growing up.
People less kids. I don't think people are just having kids.
No, they're not. Like people were having kids. Like they have kids at 15, 16, 17, and they were getting apartments. Those things are not available in the same way. So if you're having a child, you're staying at home with that child wherever you're living. The government's not giving you anything really to support you being able to raise. So people are thinking more like, I'm not sure.
That's true. I agree with that.
Nice. What was the other questions?
Have a look. Let me mix it up and see what else there is. So what are your thoughts on alternative types of relationships? So polyamorous relationships, situationships, side relationships. Someone said, I think all relationships are messy, whether there's 2 or 4 people involved. However, I don't think I could commit to being with more than one person. If it works for the couple, then I respect it. I would never speak to someone who's in a relationship. I believe in a polyamorous relationship. I'm black and I prefer to date within my ethnicity. Oh, sorry. Part of the question was about dating and ethnicity. A lot of people said, personally, I wouldn't. Someone said polyamorous relationships are an interesting concept as they deal with the age-old question, can you have your needs met by one person? Situationships do not have a place at times, providing that both parties... No, do have a place at times, providing that both parties understand it's a situationship and aware they're not in a relationship. There needs to be clear boundaries, but never enter a relationship with someone already in one, as they can do it. If they can do it to someone else, it can be done to you. But yeah, no one... Yeah, I think that was with the...
Yeah, I mean, situationships have been happening for time.
And they'll continue.
You guys just come and giving a name to it.
Before there was social media, Mars John Wi-Fi, that said that him had woman around the corner there.
You are just giving a name to it and a sweet little name, and everyone be like, oh yeah, in a situation. Yeah. No, that's been happening.
Wow.
Really. It's interesting because I'm not hearing anything like shocking or different from...
As even like ethnicity, someone was saying, yes, I'm a black Caribbean and I've only dated black Nigerian men. 0 out of 10, do not recommend.
Oh, wow.
Right.
This is mainly because
read that bit again.
So they are a black Caribbean and they've only dated black Nigerian men.
Yeah.
They said 0 out of 10, do not recommend.
So they're not even recommending the
No,
Nigerian.
0 out of
Google
10.
review.
Oh.
This is mainly because I think our cultures are quite different, especially as I come from a very liberal home.
I'd love to know how many men did that person date before they realised actually it's not working for them. Because they've said I've only dated Nigerian men.
Yeah.
Like how many did you have to date before you realise it's not working?
Probably one was enough.
Well, you would know, right?
I know, and sometimes I'm black, and I feel like there's a large percentage of black men that are not interested in black women because for years society has been telling them that they're aggressive, they're aggressive and like hard work.
What's your view on that?
Tell us your view on that, Josh.
You know, I agree to a certain extent.
You agree what part?
No,
Shall I read it out again?
Read it out one more time.
Read that one more time.
Okay, where was okay? I am black,
Right?
and I feel like there's a large.
We are black.
And I feel like there's a large percentage of black men that are not interested in black women because for years society has been telling them that they're aggressive and like hard work.
So
what's the bit you agree with?
Yeah.
The bit I agree with is hard work.
We're hard work.
Some black women can be, yeah.
But is that a black woman or women?
Nah, I think black women.
But why black women are hard work?
Sometimes you just don't listen, stubbornness, but it just must be, I don't know, just me. Actually,
let me not even get into it.
Let go.
No, I still date black women. Don't get me wrong.
You still date black women.
You just like the hard work.
They're the exception.
No, I wouldn't say exception. I just see myself with a black woman, and I'm open, and I'm gonna be aware that it's gonna be hard. Well, not all, but from what I heard, kind of thing. Yeah. But compared to, because I've dated someone who was Caucasian as well, and I would say it's a lot more. I don't know. It's a lot more easier.
But why is it easier?
Well, now you put me in the spot. I don't know, because I think for black women, if you go to like maybe like a multi, for example, they're a lot harder to move to. They can see you as, they can be quite stush. I think that's known, as opposed to moving to someone who's Caucasian. I think it's a little bit more easier.
Do you know? Okay, I got another real life example.
What's that?
So yesterday was a busy night. Yesterday, I went out and this guy came up to us. And he was like, oh, do you want shots? And I was like, well, okay, if you want to go get it. He was like, okay, come to the bar. I was like, no, you came over here. If you want to get me a shot, you can go get it.
So Josh is like, see?
Okay.
On another note, why could you not have gone to the bar?
No, but then was even saying like, it was crazy. He was like saying like, if it was like I'll use it's a real life example. So if it was a white girl, they would have ran to the bar and literally the white girl was like, yeah, I would. But it's like, you've come over to me.
I wouldn't trust this person who just offered me a drink without seeing the drink being poured myself. So I probably would have went over to the bar.
No, but you know what it is? That makes sense. But I don't need the drink. You've come over here, asked me if I want a drink. You're now telling me that I should go to the bar because you need help. We'll take 2 trips.
But that's the thing though, isn't it? It's
okay, so I'm not telling myself.
No, but I think the real thing is you didn't want it. So rather than just telling this guy, do you know what? No thanks, move on.
Yeah.
You're making it hard for him.
Yes.
But do you think that's hard work, or if that is just more? It's
assertive?
Not stands not the word, but it's like literally you come and approach me, say you offer me a drink. Bear in mind the bar is. I'm pointing and you guys can't see.
Yeah.
But I'm
Over there.
the bar is over there. I'm over here. I'm sitting comfortably. I don't want this drink.
Then
So
say
just
say it from the get-go.
Don't make it difficult for him. But that's the
So
thing,
you're saying
right?
are you saying I'm hard work?
No, I'm not saying you're hard work. But what I'm just saying is like...
Was you interested in the guy?
No,
she wasn't.
So therefore, just say no.
I should have just said no. You know, when it's like
Thanks for the
sometimes
offer, but
it's
no
like
thanks.
I'm out and I'm happy to have a conversation. So it's like I'm happy to have the drink, but now you
Yeah,
want
but
me to do stuff with the drink.
Yeah, but that's
I
the
don't want
thing.
to do it.
Something
So at that
comes with
point,
drink.
but then he was just like, oh no, just come. I was like, but then I was like, oh no, I did say no, like don't worry. And then his friend was like, oh yeah, just leave her. I'm just thinking, you came to me.
Yeah.
Like leave her.
But
anyway,
I mean...
I don't know if that was a good example though.
It wasn't. You know, as I said it, I thought I was going somewhere.
It only made John
you were supporting-
All right, cool.
supporting what
Let's just
Josh was
edit that
saying.
bit out and let's go
Yeah, we're not
back.
editing that.
Yeah.
It just what Joshua was saying.
Yeah,
right?
but I don't think we're hard work. I just think we have
Standards.
I think we just have a certain level of standards. And I do believe this is not against any other races, but I just think some races, it's like black women just in general, we have to go through a lot. We just want an easy, soft life. We it's like a test when a man comes to talk to us. We can't just be like, yeah. We don't have it that easy.
Yeah.
So we do need to assess the situation. And so I just feel like I think
it's a narrative as well, though. I think society has pushed this. So I'm not trying to say, because I think any woman could be stush. Any woman could be stubborn, regardless of what their background is.
Yeah.
I think that the way that the black woman is portrayed as either a very strong black woman, an angry black woman, is how society has pushed this narrative.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, the narrative is being pushed onto the own black man against their own black woman, and that's my view around that. And I think as I said, this could happen in sort of any race in regards to kind of attitude or anything like that. I don't think black women are harder. I think black women are more easily to be misunderstood. People take it so easily to just pick up what society says about them, rather than I think the whole narrative of the black man defending the black woman is fading away. And I'm not talking about a whole nation. Well, I'm not talking about a whole nation here, but I'm talking about when I see it, especially in the younger generation, it's because of the narrative, things that have been pushed, social media, the different way that people see things, and people not having a mind of their own, or people not kind of utilizing their own mind and forming their own opinions. And I noticed that you said that you've had an experience, but you've had an experience of dating different races, but to come up with that, and maybe the person who you dated could portray that way, but it doesn't mean all black women do. But I also think it also stems from black men, their relationship with their mothers. I think it some men will say, they're not, like, I don't date black women. You come from a black woman. You come from a lineage of black women, and and these are the black women. And depending on the circumstances, that black woman might have had to face different things in society that other races didn't have to face, which impacted the way that they parented or was able to show up as a parent. So we can go deep dive.
We can. And I think just to add to that, I think we need to understand that relationships are hard. So, and actually, everybody comes with their own baggage, and some of that baggage will impact on the way that people communicate together. And I think it's like everything, it has context, and we need to understand like people's context and people's journey before making assumptions that actually all black women are really, because actually, you know, one could say all white women are something else, you know.
Well,
and
how
actually,
did Josh describe them? Easier.
And actually,
make that
you know,
assumption.
But it does, and I do think it's men that kind of give this narrative, and sometimes women as well, that, you know, all black women are difficult and all white women are easy, and it's not. It's more complex than that, really. I think it is about.
I put my hand up where I probably think that narrative, so. Yeah, I'm gonna think about it next time.
But like everything, I think it's sometimes we just need to take a stop and think, actually, where does that narrative come from? Is it something that we personally believe, or is it something that you've just heard that becomes your own, or is it about your own experiences? But actually, each each experience is going to be different. Like, you know, you might date 5 black women, and those 5 black women are all going to have different experiences, and the relationship's going to look different. Does that mean all black women are difficult? No, it just means that you're meeting women who
just
have lived. Yeah,
Yeah.
just lived life.
How do you feel about that, Josh?
But he's still, the thing is, it's not stopped him from dating black women.
No, of course not.
No,
of course not.
Actually, what it might do is make you think about
or reflect on where that view comes from.
Yeah. And I agree with you too.
and have those conversations with your boys.
Yeah.
No, but it's true.
That is true. I agree.
Tell them that black women are amazing.
No, they know
best.
that the guys that I chill with, that we all date black women type of thing, innit? But pretty much what you said, you just hear it on social media, you hear it
all the time.
and I hear it as well. And sometimes you're like, is that the case? And then you try to just reflect the past, you know, people that you've been speaking to, smart girls that you're speaking to. You start thinking, okay, try to put it in a thing where, are they actually hard? Are they not, kind of thing? So
They're giving you something to go away and think about.
Something to think
I forget about my example.
Your example's staying on it.
Yeah, that's engraved on this table.
It's not. I thought I was going to. But can I finish off with one last question? I think it's a good one to end on. It's what are your 5 non-negotiables on dating, and what are your 5 top tips?
Hold on, can we hear Josh's view before you tell us what they say?
What's your 5 non-negotiables on dating?
5 non-negotiables on dating. How far in dating are we talking about?
Just
dating,
like
just
you've
dating.
seen, dating.
Oh,
Nothing like marriage, just dating.
Someone new.
Don't bring up your ex.
He's got a thing with his exes. You better tell him you ain't got no ex.
I think, well, for me, I'm very prideful. And if you keep bringing up your ex in whilst we're dating, it's like, okay, you might as well go back to him, kind of thing, if you keep bringing it up. So if you still got communication with your ex, kind of thing, that's a non-negotiable.
You're already on 2, man.
Really?
Don't bring up your ex. Communication with
Your
your ex.
ex. Don't look at your ex.
Don't have a picture of your ex.
She's got to have. What's another one? Yeah, good relationship with God. I think that foundation, at least know who God is. Obviously, me coming from a Christian background, that's got to be key. So that's 3. Number 4 would be. I don't know. You put me on the spot.
It's hard.
Well, you got 3. Dan, what's your 2?
Something I could miss. My non-negotiable.
She said it earlier.
I?
You said hi is a non-negotiable, and
you know what it is. Even though it is, I could flex.
So if there was someone who's, how tall are you then?
5, 6.5.
So if there was someone who had everything you needed,
5'2",
and they were 5'2",
oh, then no, but that's silly.
Why is that silly?
Take off your heels, man.
No, I'm 5, 6.5 on a normal day. That's like with
On a normal day, he's 5'2".
You know what it is? Let's do height as non-negotiable then. Because you have to be ideally like 6'2". I'd say ideally, but if you're the same height as me, it's not gonna be great. But yeah.
So,
See.
okay.
You know what it is?
You compromise.
I've had to slightly compromise because men aren't tall anymore.
Yeah, you know what
They're not. They haven't been drinking their milk. They forgot to grow. They're not tall anymore. It's pretty sad. You go out.
What's the average height? Any average height?
Maybe 5 foot. 7.
No.
Of a guy?
7.
Oh,
average height. For a woman. Honestly, they're not tall anymore. And this is not even making an assumption. Everywhere I go now, it's like they're tiny. Then very small.
Are you going to
So
the
what's
wrong
the
places?
message? The tips then? Drink your milk.
No, it's too late now. But for the next generation, well, actually, no, it wouldn't be the generation after that.
Well, you ain't be dating them, will you?
Well, I won't, no. But I won't be.
Yeah, but you're looking forward for your nieces.
Yeah,
right?
future
generations,
for my niece. Drink your milk.
But with Pat, you can't control that.
They drink your milk.
Nah,
Get
milk
your
No.
calcium.
If my dad's...
Yeah, he can't. What he's saying is, that's not something that someone can change. They are the height they are.
Yeah. Because they might have short parents.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
So everyone has short parents.
They might have
I got short parents.
They might have short parents. They might have short uncles, aunts. It's just might be in family.
Well, then we're going through something in the world then, because then everyone has short families. No one's tall anymore.
No.
Well, then I think it has to be something to do with the calcium then. It has to be something genetically.
Oh,
that's not
that's
genetic.
another podcast.
That's another. Yeah, that's
That's a whole nother episode.
Sorry.
So what's your? Give another one.
Oh, sorry, that doesn't count.
Oh,
No,
that's
okay.
fine.
Okay.
Another one. Another one on top of that.
I guess you have to have a job.
A job.
Yeah. A good.
Yeah.
What did
Good job.
What did the people them say?
They said, okay, no kids, good care of hygiene, teeth and skin, ambitious, financially literate and open-minded, has to be owning their own money, smoker, does not compromise, does not have good morals, someone that's taller than me, not funny, so I guess they have to be funny. Their ex, so someone said that as well, has to be Christian, funny, caring, thoughtful, good communication. But shall I read some of the top tips?
Yeah,
Let's hear that.
People. I haven't vetted these, by the way. So, someone said, never settle. Make sure you actually find them attractive. Take your time getting to know them, even if that means you'll date for a year before becoming exclusive. Choose someone with qualities that can support you through ups and downs. Have fun. If it doesn't work out, there's a million more in the world. That's really good. That's nice. Listen to your gut. If the spark is not there, it's probably not going to come. Don't listen to what social media tells you. Listen to what's right for you. Don't go to the house for a date. If you're not feeling them, don't force it. Love yourself before dating, which I think is really key. Dating should be fun. If it's not fun, take a break from dating. Trust your gut instincts. Listen to your intuition. Don't self-abandon. Do the hard thing. Go in with your standard and stick to it. Be yourself always.
Nice.
They're really good.
Very articulate people.
Yeah, really good tips. That's great. I'll take some of them on board as well.
Yeah, good tips. I think that's great tips, and that's a great way to end the episode.
All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going on our summer break. So this will be the last episode that you will see for now, for a short while, but we will be back. So it's a bye from me, Shads.
Bye from me, Danielle.
Bye from me, Josh.
And bye from me, Sharon. And just to say thank you, Youngers, for coming back. Yes. We know, Dan, that they've been asking.
100 comments, and I'll come back full time.
That's a challenge.
Let's do it, man.
Let's see. So listen, are we having Dan back after the summer break? Get those comments in. So where do you want the comments? Instagram, TikTok?
You know what it is? I'll be nice collectively. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Okay.
100 comments.
Okay, what do you want them to say?
Even
hashtag we want Dan.
Yeah, and you know what it is? I'll take it. I'll come back. Actually, no, this is a bit too easy. Okay, I'll take this. If I can get 5 videos sent to me of reasons why they want Dan back on the podcast. Yeah. I think that's fair. 5. We get a lot of listeners. I think 5 is the least we ask for. Reasons why I should come back.
Okay, let's give the listeners a challenge.
So 100 comments or 5 videos.
All right.
There you go. Yeah. 5 videos or 100 comments. Oh, nothing. No, I'm joking.
They want me back.
Well, you guys enjoy your summer, and we will enjoy ours until we're back. Have a look at previous episodes. You can look back on YouTube. Yes. You can go back on Apple, Amazon, Spotify. You can listen to our audio from season 1.
There's so much more. Let us know if you've got any other ideas or things that you want to see on future episodes. Please. Yeah. Just any information, feedback, comments.
Would love
it.
Definitely. All right. Have a good summer, guys. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Thanks.